Hey, what's up, ladies? Welcome to one of my favorite games, Grounded. But wait, it's the all new and improved Grounded 2. In this video, I'll be starting a series that's up to you to decide if I continue or not. Allow me to continue by liking and subscribing. Show your love. So without further yapping, let's do medium mode. And first person. And Pete. World name. Super awesome. Good enough. I started off by watching an overly tanned Hercules, and I instantly thought that was gay, and not important to the story necessarily, so I wake up in a lab similar to the ending of the original Grounded, and it takes me through a freakishly long tutorial. The only good thing I could think about from this part was the fantastic view, which I instantly get distracted by the giant cockroach. No one asked for you to be here, buddy. Anyway, I really tried to learn the story, but it was just too boring. I ended up nabbing a Scabby 2 years after waiting. It was the Scabby 2K, which was a more interesting version. Very important lore here, but I could care less. The tutorial makes me research some stuff. I don't know what it's for yet, but she answers using these words.
You will need a weapon for the next part of the training.
Why would I need a weapon?
Against hostile creatures, but never against
okay.
your fellow employees.
Let's do it. Bring it on, fools. I'm not afraid. I think. Now, you need to understand that she did make me craft a spear, even though I told her I was fully prepared for whatever lies behind that door, even if I had to use my bare hands. But she insisted that it was for safety reasons. Okay, I crafted a weapon. Let me at him, fool.
Legally armed and potentially, when you're ready, press the
Ought to be.
button.
That's not legal.
Your combat
Bam.
skills will be evaluated by a panel of experts.
Oh, that's what you get,
survived.
losers. Now, hold your panties. I successfully massacred the mites. I massacred them so good that the narrator lady said that my performance was so good that even the system could not read my level 9,000 power.
Any personnel left?
A telephone was ringing in the distance, and it seems that Burgle butt dialed me and told me that if I acted surprised for his girlfriend, he would give me some raw science. So... No! How? No! What happened to you, Burgle? No!
Hey, you don't get a phone call?
Soon after hearing about Burgle's girlfriend, the scientist let me out of the dungeon and finally let me get to see what kind of wasteland is out there. My character seems to have done the research on his own time, especially research on aphids. I know you guys are useful.
Autumn is their time of sexual reproduction.
Okay, that was unnecessary to know. Yeah, it seems like Peter's had a very lonely 2 years. But I was on a mission to complete the tutorial, so I can actually play the game. But the door was locked, so I had to go all the way around. But on my way to go all the way around, I meet my first victim. Now, I should say that me and the snail had some very face-to-face banter, but my mic was too glitchy, so let me just summarize this for you. I shamed his entire family ancestry, how his business would fail in life, he's fail in life, and he responded by rolling up like a little kid. When he cowered it away, I attempted to murder him in his house. But that did not work, so I tried stabbing him, and I only left myself with a dent spear and crushed spirits. And you know, I attempted it a few more times. He needs to die, no matter what. Open up. But it didn't end up working, so I take my rage out on this unsuspecting weevil. Slaughtered and dead you are. Now, I do apologize for this mic thing, but I really do need to show you who is the boss of this alpha lake. And I need to show you my epic fighting skills. I do need to kill some of these, huh? Bring it. Come on. Yeah. You too. Yeah. Ow. Yeah. You too. Yeah. And that is the reason I had an editor. I do random stuff like that. Anyway, I go into this whole ravine and just keep doing on the story. I figured that I should probably turn down my frame rate, which ends up helping my mic quite a lot. So, you're welcome. And I might boost it for the recording, but let me tell you, this hole was so dark. It was like going commando in a freaking, I don't know, the Bat Cave. It was crazy. So I had to fight these little mite farts solo, and I had to block perfectly so I didn't die, because these little chompers, they hurt. Anyway, I get some more raw science or whatever, but dang. Come on. Challenge me in my own game. Little red farts. Okay. Yep. Of course I'm alive. Didn't you trap me in here though? I guess we'll never know. A shovel and a hammer. I'll grab my hammer. I need a shovel though too, right? Grass seeds.
Whichever
And
eminent
science?
employee designed this terminal did a decent job.
A
A
decent
lot of
job.
potential here.
Okay, nerd. Thank you. So I need a grass seed. That made it pretty clear. So I make my way out of the tunnel, and I figure, where are these grass seeds at? It doesn't ping it, it doesn't show you, so you have to look up manually, like a slave, and find out where the grass seeds are. Luckily, they give me this cool axe, and I chop it down. I find it instantly. But the game doesn't tell you that you need to make a lean-to. I mean, it does, but you have to research the grass, which I think is the stupidest feature I have ever seen in my entire life. But it's whatever, it's whatever. So once I figure out that the grass planks are useless, I kind of just move on and forget all about it. I get some raw science, I murder a worker ant because he's working on my turf. And I look at the quest and I'm like, okay, it's finally time I go and see the story of the anthill. But I make my way there, and then I see another snail. And oh my goodness, these guys are starting to make me angry. I made this my goal to kill a snail by the end of the video. I'm just trying to see what all this racket and fuss is about. Whoa. Is that a baby snail? Oh no, that's a garden snail. Challenge! And to no surprise, he hid away like Jerry did in Rick and Morty. He's such a wuss. How could you hide from me? Look, even the game is glitched. I'm trying to stab him from the middle. How ridiculous. Now, as upsetting that was, I finally found the snack bar anthill. 10 minutes in, what could possibly go wrong, right? So, I make my way down, I explore a little bit in this dark cavern, and I had to see absolutely nothing. Maybe there's a few worker ants, maybe there's a few donuts, but I got so confused. And then I explore a little further, and I see that I need a soldier ant to open the door. So I was like, okay, let me just find a soldier ant. I spent another like 10 minutes in there looking for a soldier ant for nothing to be there at all. Bring it to the Thunderdome! I just killed 2 of your friends. So it's whatever, and I just leave. I could care less. I just want to play the game normally. I guess I could just explore for a minute. From this point, I was a free man, and really I should have followed the tutorial/story, but freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. I got that from Google. I couldn't really quote it if I had to. But hey, Pete really liked that quote. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. And you know, from here, I do some exploring of more woods. I chop down some grass, try to figure out how to make a lean-to for the past 20 minutes! 20 minutes of walking around the woods. The only thing I found was a grass plank, and I carried that around the entire time. I do it at a snail once, maybe twice. Hey, guess what, snail? Think fast. I then figure out that the grass plank actually needs to be researched before I can use it. Unlike the other first game, this took me way too long. It doesn't tell me. I don't know if it was a glitch, but they need to fix that right away. Dude! Born in history, we have our first workbench. Now back to chopping grass. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. I complete the workbench and I see if I can make any snail annihilation devices. And see that the mite fighting claws might be my best bet. And, you know, I can make them. So, they seem pretty cool. The thing is, I have to test it on something. I wonder who I... Yo, snail, you ain't got nothing on me. Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh, I was gonna wait until the day. It turns out, I'm gonna die. You are lucky this time, snail. After that, There
Very
was
lucky.
so much more to conquer. I get a quick swig of water and I get on with my day. Me and my double daggers went to Pound Town. We were gonna kill everything in sight, no matter what it was. Nothing could get in our way. That's right. Don't mess with boss. Who's gonna carry the boats? But at last, I stumbled across a red anthill. I attacked with all my might, but I just get overpowered instantly. Come on. So I went back with an orb weaver chasing my tail, and I figured if I make them both fight, perhaps I could win. Nice kill. Oh crap. He poisoned me. I'm not gonna make it. That's right. I'm the king of the world. You know, I feel like Duke Kaboom from Toy Story when I say this, but for my last stunt, I would really like to kill a snail. But I did get a little distracted. I decided to kill a ladybug before I killed the snail, so let me just show you how that went. You think I could take a ladybug?
This
I
counts as
think I
research,
could.
right?
Smashing. I would consider this a smash. Oh, go smash! Oh my gosh, I'm cooked. Now, if I wasn't the one getting absolutely cooked here, I would say that's cheating. Hiding behind a grass where he cannot hit me, it's a simple exploit. But I use this exploit to my maximum potential. Everything needed to go perfect or I was dead. All I had was an eye patch and a freaking hammer. That's all I had. You're dead.
No, it's got one shot!
You know, I was not about to let that slide. You just got instant blocked. Come on, bro. Hey, yo, you checking me out? Dude. Perfect block! Smash! Ah, dominated! You suck. Get better. Now, this is the finale of the video. I need to destroy the snail! That didn't work? How do I kill a snail? What? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Slash, 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 and then I'm gonna throw spears at its face. Dude, that could work. It's so slow. Please. Now, I was gonna exploit this feature where he peeks his head out. I'm gonna destroy this little oozer. That sounds bad, but I'm gonna destroy this oozer. Nothing even happened, buddy. You're safe. No, I was just joking, buddy. You are not safe. I'm telling you, you peek out, dude, you're cooked. Watch this. He doesn't see me. So close. Like, you're dead. That was way... Garden snail slime? And with that absolutely mid finale, thank you for watching, guys. Have a very good day. Bye.